Welcome to module number 6, portfolio definition cycle. This particular syllabus area covers chapter 5 and chapter 6 of the official manual. Reminder of the definition cycle. So on the left, you have the cycle with the 5 practices over here. Understand, categorize, prioritize, balance, and plan. And we're going to study these practices in slightly more detail. A bit about the portfolio definition cycle. The purpose of the portfolio definition cycle and its key outputs. The purpose is to collate key information that will provide clarity to senior management on the collection of change initiatives that will deliver the greatest contribution to the strategic objectives, subject to consideration of risk/achievability, resource constraints, and cost affordability. So that's the key purpose. Some of the key ideas in this particular definition include this particular cycle is all about obtaining key information about the various projects and programs within a particular portfolio and making sure that these projects and programs contribute to the strategic objectives. And when we think about a project or a program's contribution to strategic objectives, we are looking into factors such as what is the risk of a particular investment, what are the constraints pertaining to resources, and what is the aspect of affordability. So a lot of these factors kind of go into the effort of prioritizing those initiatives, and the definition cycle kind of facilitates that particular process. We've got certain notes on this particular slide. The key output of the portfolio definition cycle is an understanding of what the portfolio is going to deliver, encapsulated in a portfolio strategy, which kind of provides a long-term view of the portfolio and its contribution to strategic objectives, and a portfolio delivery plan, which kind of focuses on the forthcoming planning period. So the two key outputs, one is the strategy document, and the other one is a delivery plan. Strategy provides a long-term perspective, whereas the delivery plan provides an annual perspective. Together, these documents will reflect the decisions taken by the management board or sub-boards. Portfolio functions are delegated regarding the scope, contents, key milestones, costs, risks, and the results anticipated from delivering the successfully. Let's kind of study each of the practices within the definition cycle within slightly more detail. So what is the purpose of the understand practice? The purpose is to obtain a clear and transparent view of what's in the current portfolio and the project development pipeline and performance to date, and looking forward, what are the forecasted costs, forecasted benefits, and risks to delivery and benefits realization. And the output of this particular practice is a clear view of the portfolio in terms of its programs and projects, both those that are live and those that are in the planning phase. So both in the in-flight projects and projects in the pipeline would be captured as a part of the understand practice. Many organizations have found that just completing this picture adds significant value by identifying duplicate, low priority, and poorly performing change initiatives that are consuming resources to the detriment of others, more strategically aligned initiatives. This then enables resources to be reallocated to deliver more and often from less. Now, let's kind of look into a few keys to success of this particular practice. Success is the portfolio scope is clear. Be clear about what constitutes a project or a program and what types of initiatives are to be included in the portfolio. Consistent data. Use a standard program and project information template to collect a consistent set of data on all initiatives. Undertake sufficient research to inform the remainder of the portfolio definition cycle. The portfolio office and strategic planning work collaboratively to ensure that all initiatives relevant to achievement of strategic objectives are identified. Effective relationships are developed with project and program management professionals. Populating the program and project information template is used to validate the data collected and to build working relationships with PPM professionals. And final key to success is prepare an interim status report, provide a clear view of the contents of the portfolio, any apparent overlaps and duplication, and the associated costs, dependencies, resource requirements, forecast benefits, and strategic contribution. So this particular practice alone has brought about great efficiencies within organizations, a single view of all the projects and programs within the portfolio. Now, after the understand practice, we have the categorize practice, which is the second one in the list. The purpose of the categorize practice is to make it easier for senior decision makers to understand the makeup of their portfolio and thus to make decisions on balance and on the optimum use of available funding and other resources. It also aids strategic alignment, as the allocation of available resources to individual segments should reflect the relative priority, enables more effective management of portfolio delivery, as a clear view is provided on the different types of changes without them getting lost in the detail of a large general portfolio. A few notes for your understanding. Categorization organizes change initiatives into groups. You could categorize them into IT projects, for example, HR projects, marketing projects, or you could kind of categorize them into segments such as grow initiatives, transform initiatives, or run initiatives, or sub-portfolios based on strategic objectives or other groupings as required. The investment criteria used to appraise and prioritize initiatives can then be tailored to suit the specific category or segment. So, categorization organizes change initiatives into groups, segments, or sub-portfolios based on strategic objectives or other grouping as required. Some common approaches to categorizing include you could group projects by strategic objective. You could group them by line of business, for example, IT, marketing, HR are lines of business. By geographical area, APAC projects, North American projects, South American, Middle East, things of those nature would be aspects of geographical categorization. Type of initiative. Is it a capital works initiative? Is it a process improvement initiative? So you could kind of classify the initiatives by the type. On the right side, we have an example of one of the universities in UK. They classify their projects into strategic, high potential, key operational, and support. So depending upon the needs of the organization, you could choose categories that are relevant for yourself.